I've been watching RDC World 1 ever since 2015, and over these past 7 years I've been inspired and influenced by them. They definitely got me through some hard times, and they'll forever be one of the best content creators to ever grace this platform, and also the funniest niggas to ever exist. They started off making these vines and YouTube videos, and now they're making their own cons and meeting up with LeBron James and Steph Curry? Like, they really got it like that. And the amount of hard work, time, and effort they put in to get where they are now is a story that needs to be put in the books. Like, if you look up the definition of GOAT, you'll literally see them. They gave us classics like the Popeyes memes, when people take anime too far. It's been almost 4 to 5 years and I'm still waiting for part 3. They gave us the basketball locker memes, the J. Cole,
Jermaine, yes, Cole, yes,
memes, and of course the video game house and anime house videos. The amount of work they put into these videos is crazy, and it's some of the funniest things I've ever seen. Like just recently when Anime House 6 dropped, me and the boys waited hours. We was watching the video in 360p and we loved it. I was laughing on the ground hysterically, and when I finished the video, I was just inspired and mesmerized on how good that video was. So today, what I want to do is rank all of the Anime House videos from worst to best. Now disclaimer, all of these videos are 10 out of 10s and amazing. Not one of these videos is bad. In fact, they're all good. In fact, they high-key better than 50% of anime as a whole. So with that being said, all of these videos are done by RDC. Make sure you go check them out and support all of the actual videos. And let's get on with the rankings. Number 6, Anime House 1.
L is such a great person. I clearly forgot my wallet on the table and he grabbed it for me. I'm just so thankful for that.
I'm not thankful for shit.
Now Anime House 1 is a perfect introduction to the series. We got Light, L, Spike, Naruto, and Inuyasha. The video even starts off with one of the best segments of the series, with Inuyasha getting pressed because Spike was playing his opening too loud. I mean, I would get mad too if I was living with all these niggas and Spike want to play his opening at 6 in the morning. Like, nigga, go to sleep. Side note, Inuyasha's opening is way better than Cowboy Bebop's. Just saying. Then we got Luffy and Goku just eating all the food. Nah, living with them niggas is unmanageable. So yeah, Anime House was a great start off to the series. When they made Anime House, they was already 2 episodes into Video Game House, meaning that they did have some experience of what to do when it came to Anime House. But the issue with Anime House 1 is that it just doesn't age well. Every other single episode is just vastly superior to this one. Then another issue with this one is that it's just way too short. It felt like 5 minutes, which sucks because it was so good. And also, some of the outfits were very, very kookly, and you could just tell that this was the first Anime House that they made. So with that, I'm putting Anime House at 6th place. The funniest segment for Anime House 1 was when Light left his wallet at the house on purpose, but L gave it back to him so he could pay the food. Nah, that was a devious move L did, and that had me rolling. It had my kids rolling. The best character for Anime House 1 was definitely Vegeta. He had some of the best scenes, and the synergy with him and Yusuke was crazy. Number 5, Anime House 2.
Hisoka's always on that pedophile shit. We don't fuck with that. Not one of us. Y'all fuck with that?
Anime House 2 improves and does everything better than AH1. Like that little abbreviation I did.
Shut your stupid.
AH2 gave us more characters, was way longer, and gave us even more legendary moments. Yusuke pulling up on Goku to make him fight Saitama, only for Vegeta to jump in and still lose? And then Yugi beats Vegeta in Trash Wars? And then we get the funniest character, Yami. That nigga was about that action. The disrespect they put on Vegeta's name is low-key crazy though, I ain't gonna lie. So yeah, Anime House 2 does literally everything better, and it basically has no flaws. It even still holds up to date and is aged very, very well. So why is it 5th place, you may ask? The reason is that literally everything else above it is just better. That's it. That's the only reason. It's just better. Yeah. The funniest segment for AH2 has to be the Gon and Killua escape. Bro, this is legit so facts. In Hunter x Hunter, the narrator be narrating everything they do, and just the way that Spike got so pressed by the narrator is crazy. The best character for Anime House 2 is Yugi / Yami. Bro, they really wanted smoke with Vegeta, and then they gave us the funniest line.
Like I was saying, you ain't gonna be talking to me any type of way. This ain't Yugi no more, this Yami, nigga. What? are!
You better care who I am because I'm Yami. I'm not Yugi. I ain't with that friendly shit. So what you want to do? I keep Dark Magician on me. What you saying? And I got the Egyptian God card on me. What you saying?
They had to be the best for age 2 for sure. Number 4, Anime House 4.
You two-time and dirty-ass scientist-ass nigga.
Now this is definitely the most controversial one on the list because some of y'all prefer Anime House 4 over Anime House 3, and although 4 is very, very good, it just doesn't compete with 3 in my opinion. This time around, we've got an anime opening which was introduced in Anime House 3, which I'll talk about more when I get to age 3. We have Vegeta being sold once again. They legit had Kappa beats Vegeta in the script, and at this point, it just feels like the Vegeta disrespect is inevitable. Age 4 also gives us the cartoon house. It was crazy to see Dexter walking around, then they had Samurai Jack, Robin, Aang, and Ben 10, which we did see Aang in Age 3, but it was cool to see a whole dedicated house for the cartoons, and it opens a lot more possibilities for the story of Anime House as a whole. And Age 4 has a lot of other good things, however the biggest pro in my opinion is that Age 4 is very, very story heavy. We have the L and Light situation, then of course the cartoon situation, and as a whole it just feels more story heavy, which is great. One thing that really bothers me, however, is how inconsistent the Death Note is in the Anime House. We got this man killing Aizen, which is just impossible because the Death Note can only kill humans. Then Light killing all these people for no reason when Orochimaru is the one that sold him. I love and adore Anime House 4, but it just doesn't compete with Age 3 and the rest above it on the list in my opinion. The funniest segment for Anime House 4 is Ichigo and the producer. This was a great start to Age 4, and just seeing Ichigo get ready for his new opening and picking out the theme gets me hyped every time. And Asta getting a new opening every 2 weeks is so true. Like, that was hilarious. But Black Clover do got a lot of good openings though. Best character for Age 4 was Light. He was done so well and has so many funny moments, and he was just enjoyable to watch. He felt like the main character. It was amazing to see. And just seeing Light doing these little trickly, deviously little things from Anime House 1 till now to where he's doing these grand schemes and plots to just try to kill this nigga L is just crazy. Number 3, Anime House 3.
What you talking about?
Yeah, I killed El Spike and I'll kill you too. You better keep your dirty hands off of me.
Age 3 is easily the heart of the Anime House series. It embodies everything great about Anime House, and it feels like this is the point where they started to add movie level production. It didn't feel like a little skit some friends was doing. It felt like an event. Also, shout out to Desmond. I believe he does most of the VFX effects while Af does most of the editing, so shout out to them because the fights were anime level. Deku versus Hisoka was straight heat. And don't get me started on that Sasuke versus Aizen fight. Mans was swinging the air but still boxing. And I ain't forget Meliodas versus Pain. That fight was tight too. Age 3 is also the first anime house to have an opening and ending, which I'm so happy they did because the most anime thing you can do is have a banger opening and ending. The opening is sung by Fiona Kamike and Affiong Harris, while the ending is sung by Affiong and Mark Phillips, who are members of RDC, but you already knew that. Point is, they all snapped. They all did their things when it came to the opening and ending. It is a little rough, but it checks out in the end. Anime House 3 also adds to the Light versus L plot, with Light finally killing L and giving us one of the funniest scenes ever. Then we got Yami and the gang getting bodied by the Kuroko no basket cask. I don't even know why Yami decided to play these niggas. He should have known he was gonna get dropped off instantaneously. Just like Anime House 2, the only reason Anime House 3 isn't ranked higher is because 5 and 6 is just better. Like, it's hard to say anything bad about the Anime House videos because they're all so good. Anime House 3's funniest segment was when Yusuke and Tanjiro was beefing. That nigga said, "You just mad you ain't turned it on Twitter." Not gonna lie though, Yusuke went a little too far, saying he gonna kick Nezuko out that box. It's crazy.
Talk about. You better quit walking like if I kick that box off your back.
You got me fucked up. What you want to do, nigga?
What you want to do?
What's up, nigga?
What's up?
Honorable mention is when Light finally kills that nigga L. The way this man immediately starts playing at L's funeral is one of the funniest and most memorable moments from the series for me. Age 3's best character is Light, and just like with Age 4, the plot development this man got was just insane. And when Nier got introduced, his outburst was so funny. No cap! Number 2, Anime House 5.
Sasuke, have you seen the remote?
No, I haven't seen it.
But you always just standing right there in the room, bro. Like, how do you never see nothing?
Oh, I have the remote right here, actually. I was about to turn something on.
With age 5, we get a brand new opening and ending, which is easily the best of the series. When everybody heard this, they instantly went to go add these songs in their music playlist. The opening and ending is sung by the same people, just with a new singer, Toasty Marshmallow. And bruh, she murders the beat. I wanna see where life takes me. There's not a way you can break me. I'll give it all I've got. I know that I got somewhere to go. I wanna see where life takes me. There's not a way you can break me. I'll give it all I've got. I know that I got somewhere. It's too cold. It's just too late. Nigga, it's too late. It's too late. Bro, that just made me cry. It's too beautiful. Now, Anime House 5 starts off right where age 4 ended, with Vegeta going back to his evil roots after getting cooked in the YouTube comment section. I don't know why he would do that. The YouTube comments is just a place you don't go, but now Vegeta has that Emmy on his head and he's really posted up in the villain house. Then we got these cartoon niggas really pulling up for the smoke at the Anime House, which, let's just say, they got what they wanted. But I'm not gonna lie, they was boxing. Aang was, posting up, with Tanjiro, and Luffy one-shotted Samurai Jack. At least they tried. We got Naruto, Zoro, Sanji, and Yusuke pulling up to see this nigga Bam slapped on the ground. And I don't know how that nigga got in the Anime House. That nigga is sorry. But what really takes the cake is Boruto making the most disappointed face I've seen. Bro was not mad, he was in distraught. But what really bumps age 5 so high is that we get the best MC of all time. Shinji! Nah, Shinji is a demon. And any Shinji slander will not be tolerated. Now, age 5 was the longest Anime House at that point. And just like with Anime House 3, they took what made Anime House special and made it even better. Also, around when age 5 had released, there was this crazy boom in anime. We had AOT doing numbers, pushing bricks, Demon Slayer becoming the anime, and JJK being praised and being called one of the best, if not the best, new gen. And age 5 capitalized on all that, not only with Eren being included, but with them introducing Itadori. The best segment for age 5 is when Yuji gets a tour of the house. The whole if Inuyasha is legendary discussion was spitting so much facts. Some anime are classics and are very good, but you can't be throwing them around with the word legendary. The best character for Anime House 5 is Yusuke. He had the most solid segments and he was spitting facts through the whole video. As mentioned before, the legendary talk with Tanjiro, and he was spitting facts when it came to the mid of high school being trash, and not one single person can remember anyone's name from that show. But he was hitting on Shinji quite a bit, so that was kind of a L. Like, how can you hate on Shinji? Like, he's the best MC. Now, age 5 was the best anime house for a long time. We had every single YouTuber and streamer reacting to it, and for a whole year, almost 2, we was left on the biggest cliffhanger, with Light having that Ichigo plot armor and discarding his memory. But on September 27th, 2022, we finally got the long-awaited number 1 Anime House 6.
Commodore, why do you step back as if I couldn't reach you? In a second.
Now, I know all of you seen this coming. I mean, age 6 alone is over an hour. Let me repeat that. An hour of content, of what made the whole series good. Not to mention, the hype surrounding Anime House 6 is on another plane of the cosmos. RDC was posting TikToks and making trailers, even talking about age 6 and other skits that they did. And don't get me started on the delays and pushbacks. So suffice to say, everybody was on the hype train for Anime House 6. And it paid off because Anime House 6 is peak perfection. Now let's start off with the openings and endings. It has the same song as age 5, but it has completely brand new visuals. Granted, I do like age 5's ending more, but the new opening visuals is amazing. Now, Anime House 6 starts off with a flashback to catch people up to speed of the events of age 5. Now, I'm glad that they did this because, like I said, it was a 1.5 year gap since age 5, and anime be having these type of flashbacks all the time. Looking at you, One Piece, them flashbacks be taking up like a whole 5 to 7 minutes. But in Anime House's case, it was a neat inclusion, and I love the little reference to Dragon Ball at the end. Just like with the rest of the Anime Houses, AH6 has amazing segments and skits. In fact, they're the best of the whole series. Bro, for our first segment, we got Big Bro Uzui literally walking in with some baddies. And of course, Yusuke getting pressed like usual, but shoot, if I was him, I'll be getting pressed too. Look at this 6-foot giant nigga with the swagger. It's too much sauce. Now, one thing that I really love about this segment is that it introduces way more female characters into the series. Before AH6, we only had one female character ever in the whole series, and that was Korra. And let's be honest, no one likes Korra. She's just trash. So with Anime House 6, I'm so happy that we got some female characters, because it is definitely not an anime if we don't got some baddies. And AH6 delivers. I mean, Nami? Sakura? Hey now!
Oh boy! Yes!
But being for real, shout out to all the female actors. They did an amazing job and even have some of the best segments in the whole video. And you can tell that they really enjoyed filming the Anime House. Now moving on to another segment, we got Boa going to see Luffy and the crew. And the way that she fantasizes about Luffy is the most funniest thing ever. Shoot, Mark was playing that role so well, it almost worked on me. Sorry, I can't be acting like Dylan now.
Hey, pause. I'm laying on your bed in a weird fashion to get this set up right.
Oh,
Hold on.
You laying on who bed?
Your bed.
What?
This sound better?
Real shit. I know you in my room, Dylan, but sit up in my bed, bro.
Then of course we got Sanji really trying to rizz up Boa. But bro, that nigga got kicked lightning speeds, bro. That nigga got sent to another planet. Then Sasuke over here talking to this shawty, trying to play it smooth. And the way this nigga say, nah, I ain't got no kids is ruthless.
Girl, you better stop. Man, stop playing. We ain't gonna come to the house for real. I ain't got no kids.
Sasuke!
That nigga Sasuke is on BT. Now AH6 focuses heavily on the story and characters, and that's what makes it so good, but the ones that really got the most focus was the villains. They easily, hands down, have the best segments. We got Light pulling up on the villains with Madara, and of course it's great to see the King, the best Naruto character himself, finally making an appearance in the Anime House, but to be honest, that nigga is not soloing all these niggas right shit. They was hyping him up a little too much low key. We got Frieza being an absolute menace, not only talking crazy to Vegeta.
You need to chill with that fucking monkey shit, Frieza. I'm not
My
playing with you.
apologies, my apologies. Prince Monkey, because that title deserves acknowledgement, and I apologize for leaving that out.
Frieza, you need to chill with that fucking monkey shit. It's fucking racist, Frieza!
Then he beats Vegeta up.
Playing my fucking Saiyan Prime, Frieza!
Then later, he proceeds to one-shot Naruto. My mans couldn't even survive 2 seconds. We got Aizen getting sturdy with the big 3. Hey, you know, Bleach coming back. You already know. And then we have Pain and Orochimaru talking crazy to each other. They was preying on each other's downfall the whole video. So yeah, the villains had great segments, and it was amazing to see them get some more shine. But that's not to say the good guys didn't have any good moments too. We had Yusuke hating on everyone. He was hating on Uzui, he was hating on the producers, although they deserved it. And worst of all, he was hating on Shinji! Not gonna lie, the Shinji hate is unwarranted. We already know Shinji is the best. They just hating because he getting to season 2 in 2023. Ain't gonna lie though, Yusuke is taking it too far. He be preying on Shinji's downfall every single day. He lucky Tetsu stopped Shinji, because it would have been all over for him. We got Sailor Moon and Ash Ketchum getting robbed. Like, how they can't join the Anime House when they got Yugi in there? Like, nigga, they was doing Sailor Moon and Ash wrong. We got Sakura being loyal to her man, because say what you want about Sakura, but she was not folding, even though Sasuke don't want her, bruh. So the villains and heroes all had their moments, which is amazing. And it makes Anime House 6 feel whole. It feels like a movie, and that's why it's so good. No longer is it a little skit, as I said before. This is an event. And they even had their own little movie premiere for Anime House 6. And if you go back to all the other old anime houses, then watch this one again, the difference in quality, acting, and experience is insane. Now there is a few issues I have with AH6, At one point, Light and Madara and the rest of the villains decide to get the Dragon Balls so that they can become the protagonists of their each respective shows. Now, the way that the anime house producers have it set up is that the 7 strongest people in the house all have one of the 7 Dragon Balls. So of course Goku, Luffy, Ichigo, and Naruto all have a Dragon Ball. But why does Tanjiro, Saitama, and Yuji have a Dragon Ball? Saitama is a lazy nigga. He never be at the anime house in the first place. Tanjiro is weak. He's weak, bruh. Why give this nigga a Dragon Ball? Then Yuji, the nigga who's not only weak, but he has a villain inside of him. He's the #1 nigga not to give a Dragon Ball to. And guess what? Later on, Sukino wakes up and starts bodying everyone. I don't know how he one-tops Hinata and Boa, but I guess he's like that. I don't read the manga.
Bang!
I don't read that shit.
Another thing is the fight matchups. Now don't get it twisted. The fights themselves are on another level. They are some of the best parts of AH6. But the matchups were crazy. They really got Tanjiro out here fighting Aizen. Come on now. They knew that was unfair. I don't even think Tanjiro can even withhold the grasp, the reality of Aizen's presence. Not gonna lie though, that fight was crazy cold. That whole Kyoka Suigetsu switch up was done perfectly. Even though Zenitsu has his eyes closed, so he technically shouldn't be affected by the hypnosis. Then they completely sold Ichigo. Not only did they jump him, which is weak, but they didn't even let my nigga transform. And I understand they're saving all the cool transformations for Anime House 7, but still, they could have at least let him have the Hollow Mask, dang nigga. But that's really the only issues I have with AH6. Everything else is literally perfect. And the issues are so minuscule, it doesn't even matter. Now I want to do something a little bit different, sort of like a little game theory. Now at the end of Anime House 6, the villains win, they get their wish, and they destroy the anime house. It's basically GG's at that point, until we cut to the cartoon house and we see not only the cartoon characters, but we see Denji, Itachi, Tetsu, and Shinji. Bro, to see them here in this series is phenomenal, and I can't wait to see them in Anime House 7. But there's one nigga that's different from the rest. You see this black nigga right here in a white tee who's basically just marked, like, this nigga is just marked, like they didn't even change him. So, you know, me and my friends, we was just laughing about it until I went back to Anime House 2 and I see a certain series playing on the TV. And then the dots connect. This random black nigga is no other than...
Or just to lose. Any last words?
Yeah, just to
Detroit!
smash, smash, smash.
Yes, sir. Bro, I might be wrong, but if this is true, and we see Anime Too Far Mark in the next anime house, he's soloing. Oh, and also, RDC, if y'all watching this, I'm still praying for When People Take Anime Too Far Part 3. Please, please, y'all gotta drop it. With that being said, Anime House 6 was an experience to behold. Me and my friends loved it so much that we even bought the limited time hoodies. And this goes without saying, but for me personally, Anime House 6 was one of the best pieces of media I've ever seen. It's that good. And it deserves all the rewards, accolades, and recognition. Like, literally anything you think of, it deserves. The best segment for Anime House 6 was all of it, the whole video. And that's no cap, literally just the whole video. The best character for AH6 was Shinji. He had one of the best segments. He's about to carry the whole show in Anime House 7, and he introduces to the best master type of character in anime, Tetsu. So, enough has been said. Shinji's the best. Can't wait for that anime season in 2023. Well, that concludes my rankings of all the Anime House videos. RDC did an amazing job on each and every single one of these videos, and I'm just so grateful that we got to see them. So with that, I just want to be serious for a second and truly thank all the people who worked on this. Y'all got me through some hard times, and I've been watching for 7 years now, and it's been an amazing journey. I just want y'all to just always keep this in mind. Be thankful that y'all have such a tight brotherhood that is close together, that y'all can make content and videos with, because I know someone like me would kill to have something like that. So just thank y'all so much, RDC. Make sure y'all follow my socials down in the description and hit your boy up with a subscription. Also join the Discord server, free. Also, join the Discord server. I'm trying to make it live, and I also need some moderators. So, yeah, join me. With that being said, see you guys and gals later, and have a good one. Crashed in the ocean, you know the ocean. Oh, you gotta crash. Chunks too fire.